Hi everyone, welcome back. Two quick things. One, I have a new light and it's really irritating because when I do that you can't see my eyes. So next time I film, I'll adjust that and get it out the way. I do apologise. The second thing is if I don't go ahead and film now, this isn't going to get done for a couple of weeks because I'm so busy and the light is fading. So please bear with. I apologise if this is not sort of great lighting and you can see pores and it's just too much and annoying. This is a brief overview of everything I picked up at Jessica Alba's Honest Beauty store in LA. I was in LA a couple of weeks ago, went a bit crazy in the shop to the point where they gave me a free gift. They were like, oh, you can have that. I was like, yeah, thanks, I should think so. The pricing, I don't know how much you know, so I will obviously link below. I have nothing to do with them. I just liked it and I thought it's probably nice to do a dedicated video because I hadn't seen anything about it online and it might be helpful. And I had a lot of people saying, if you get your hands on the Honest Beauty range, can you please let us know what you think? Yes, I can. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 items here. There. They are priced between 16 and 34 was the most expensive, and that's for the Old Lady moisturiser. It's not Old Lady, it's the one for drier skin, which you always assume is for women of a certain age. The pricing is higher than Target, lower than Space NK, definitely mid-range. You could find it in Sephora. I mean, you can't find it in Sephora, but if Sephora took it on, as it were, it would be one of their lower priced ranges. For the UK, a comparison is probably Ren, maybe a bit cheaper than Ren. But for the pricing, and even outside of the pricing, really impressive. Knowing what I know about behind the scenes with the industry, a lot of money is backing this brand. The shop is in the most expensive area in LA. In a beautiful site in the Grove, sort of off the beaten track. It's not next to the Cheesecake Factory. Nice fried zucchini, by the way. It's a beautiful space. It's been kitted out with all the sort of like the daylight mirrors, so when your face passes over it, it sort of brightens you up and gives you that, as Khloe Kardashian talks about it, like that instant selfie light where you look, my God, I look awake. It has iPad apps in the store that you can just line your face up like this. You push a button and all of this changes colour to reflect the look you've chosen, that you want to see how it would look on your face. I mean, it's just so well done. The staff are there, but they're not pushy. And it's probably why I spent so much money, if I'm fair. If they'd have been ramming the sort of cliched American service down my face, I probably would have been a bit English and been like, oh, could you please leave me alone? But the team were really lovely. And they have a separate room that has a photo booth in it. I mean, just, it's modern, it's crisp, it's clean. They've got it right, but this did not come cheap. So let me just go straight into what I got, because I did spend quite a bit of money, but I thought, I'm never going to see it again. It's all good. I'm just taking one for the team. The viewers want to know what it's about. That's what I told Jim anyway. Right, I have 3 bags. So I picked up this one. So she has a few accessories, not that many. It's a really not, by the way, everything is obviously, it has all the right, let me see what it's got. It's got vegan and animal friendly and the honest guarantee, I mean, everything. Everything is, you know, as you would expect. This is an LA brand, let's be real. So this is just a really nice, cute, it has all the logos inside, really cute, but really surprisingly, really big travel bag. I bought that purely because I needed one and I couldn't decide if I was going to use it as a makeup bag or as a airplane bag, but really nice, obviously like faux, snakeskin alligator, whatever, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Faux alligator, it looks more like an alligator than snakeskin. Anyway, it's not real. Love that. Then I picked up this one, which I've since taken it came with all the lovely paraphernalia with Honest on, and I soon ripped that off. This is more like a travel bag. So you have 2 zippy parts here with lovely tassels, and then that sort of looks like that. And then it just nicely sits together. I am partial to a tassel. If you take that tassel away, this is actually quite a boring bag. But again, same kind of like pleatherette, soft, leathery feel, but it's obviously not leather, and holds a surprising amount. And they were like $30, I think this one was. No, $24. This one was $30, but this is a Try Me kit. I think this is the one that they threw in at the end and they took it off the bill for me as a thank you. So this one is Try Me kit for dry skin. I got to pick which one I wanted. I don't think that's going to focus. It's way too white. I apologise. And this contains the gel cleanser, the deep hydration cream, and the sheer tint beauty fluid. Again, really soft, pleatherette, really nice quality. Looks like that. And then you get 3 sort of travel size, trial sizes, as it were, like this. And I'll go through these separately because I think I bought them all anyway. But just really, really nice, nicely thought out. Oh, and then that's that one. So lovely. And then everything, best bit is everything comes in these cloth bags that you can reuse. My stash needed a couple of those. Do I keep going out of focus? Do you know what? Someone, a commenter stroke not so nice person, left a comment saying, will you stop fidgeting and keep still and keep it in focus? I try. I'm not techie. I'm like, oh, I can see myself. And I'm also half blind. So when I take these off, I wouldn't even know. There we go. Okay, cleansers. There are 2. There is the Refreshingly Clean Powder Cleanser and the Refreshingly Clean Gel Cleanser. I obviously played with the gel cleanser. It is not foamy and super stripping. It looks like this. All of the packaging looks like this. It's not really you're not gonna be able to see much. I'm sorry about that. It's just the lighting. But really nice, really pleasant. I wouldn't use it for makeup. What we take off is just as important as what we put on. Especially true when it comes to knickers, I find. You have to bring the tone down. This was $18 and it's, what size is it? 150 mil. Now that's not bad going, right? So that's that one. And then this one, I was in 2 minds. There is another size of this that comes in like a nice glass jar. This is all little disposable sachets that look like that, okay? So they're all like this, and essentially you put the powder in your hand, you add a little bit of water, and you use that to clean your face. All very nice, lovely. I would say I would use both of these for a, sorry, here we go, there we go. I would use both of these for a morning refreshing cleanse or a second cleanse in the evening, maybe especially in the case of the powder one. But they say they take off makeup. I haven't tried it to take off makeup, which is something that's bad about me, I know. It's not that I'm loath to trust brands who say you can use those kind of cleansers to remove makeup. It's just my experience tells me otherwise. However, I will try it. I bought it, might as well try it. Elevated Hydration Replenishing Mist. Looks like that. There we go. Can we get in? This was really nice. Now, again, the attention to detail on the packaging, look. It's got a holding fold here. I just noticed these things. And then the mist is, you can't even see it, look. Is really, really refreshing, really spa smelly. Spa smelly. And this is hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, chamomile, calendula. Just really nice, nothing scary in it. Look at me. Oh God, I look like a teacher. Not any kind of teacher I had. And this one, again, wasn't a lot, $16. So really nice. If you are someone who follows my routines, it would be an acid and then this. Jessica does not sell an acid. Someone needs to have a word, frankly. Okay, and then let's do the moisturisers because I bought both, obviously. Hang on. Okay, there's 3 because there's also a tinted SPF, but let's do these first. Even Brighter and Younger Face Deep Hydration Cream and Everyday Moisturiser. They look like this. And again, nice little attention to detail. Really sweet packaging. The packaging is really nicely high-end. I mean, there are products that you would pay a lot more for in the same packaging. That's all I'm saying. Right, so this, you just, looks like that. This is the Everyday Moisturiser, so it's not as heavy. Let's zoom in, there we go. Not as heavy as, say, oh, it smells so good. Sorry, it shouldn't be about the smell. So the lighter moisturiser, Focus Caroline, again, chamomile, calendula, fig, cherry, green tea, licorice extract. And then the heavy duty one is radish seed oil and baobab. And this one's pink. Nice bit of pink, which you would think would make it much easier to focus. Alas, no. This one, as you can immediately see, just that bit richer. Just rub that in for you there. Do you like my new top? Banana Republic. Thanks. Okay, moisturisers. All good, nice, simple, nothing. She doesn't make any wild claims. There's no, you know, it's just basically take good care of your skin, wear some nice fresh makeup. Bob's your uncle. It's been a while, I know. Okay, they are, the Even Brighter is $34 and the other one is $34. Same price for both. You just pick your skin type or go by age. There are a couple of things I really, really liked. I mean, you can tell by I bought all of it, so I like all of it, but these were really nice, so I'm just getting it together. So, Beyond Protected Daily Beauty Fluid. Now this is a sheer tint, broad spectrum SPF 30. Looks like that. Thank you. The only thing Jessica Alba didn't do is make the packaging YouTube camera friendly. Looks like this, okay? And I'm just gonna put some on my hand. Now, this has gone a bit hard in the, it's almost too hard to squeeze out of that tube. It almost needs to be in a squeezy tube. So, are you gonna be able, hang on, do you know what? I'm gonna have to stand up. Let's get organised, shall we? It's like match of the day commentary, isn't it? Right, that is there. It's essentially an SPF, but it's hard to see. It just gives the nicest sort of shimmery glow, but no shimmer, no disco lights on your face. Just what I like to call the healthy JLo glow. In fact, they started laughing at me because I kept walking around going, oh, that's a bit JLo glow. And I always like to think of the JLo glow as, remember when she went to the Oscars with Ben Affleck and she was wearing the really actually inappropriate fake fur eyelashes and she had all her hair tied back and she just looked, yeah, like that. I'm not for a second comparing myself to that. That's what I'm going for when I buy a product, the JLo glow. Just before anyone says, are you comparing yourself to JLo? No. Okay, Everything Primer Luminous Base. And now this again, now if you, I don't think I've ever seen, sorry, there we go. I don't think I've ever seen Jessica Alba in a film. If I have, I don't remember it. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that in any bad way. I know she was in something that the kids all watch. I'm a criminal intent CSI girl. What do you want from me? But, so I only know her from her beauty work, the Honest Beauty range, that she's always in People magazine with her husband and her gorgeous kids. So I only know her really from the beauty world. So I didn't have anything to sort of gauge on except those visuals. I am going somewhere, I promise. Which are always of her with beautiful skin. That's what I'm aiming for. This range is obviously going for the same thing. It's all, and probably the reason why I went a bit crazy, it's all about making your skin look fabulous while being accessible, best word. And I love brands like that. It's like Pixie do the same thing. The Pixie makeup has been going for 15 years. They do the same thing. They have been doing skin and makeup together, trying to sort of get across that your foundation will only look as good as your skin for the longest time. This is kind of similar to that. Totally went off on a tangent. Regular readers will know where I'm coming from. You'll be sitting there with a cup of tea going, I know what you're trying to say, Caroline, even if you're not making any sense. Now, Everything Primer looks like that. I'm going to show you, because this, it's tinted. I was not expecting the tint, number one. Oh God, I can't get it out. Everything, oh God, now I've got too much out. Right, hang on. Please hold. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works again. Now there it is. Now it looks really orange, but once you massage it in, it's actually just healthy. God, my veins look, ooh. That is kind of just, it's just, oh. And it smells kind of like fresh, but not overpowering. It's hard to show in these kind of scenarios. Clearly, I'm not your average fashiony, massive YouTuber who get to do all the, you know, everything looks great. All I can tell you is that in the flesh, looks lovely. So that was the Everything Primer, and that was $27, but very, very nice. Okay, now let's scooch along, Hirons, because what are we on? Oh God, 15 minutes. Now, Foundation. There is a liquid foundation or a sort of tinted moisturizer that I sort of thought, but I've got loads like that, and I'm quite addicted to the ones I use all the time, which would be Chantecaille Just Skin, Pixie, the new Chanel foundation, all that sort of stuff. But I did like this, and I didn't really have one of these. This is Everything Cream Foundation. It looks like that when it decides that it will focus. So there we go, that'll do. And again, nice big packaging. All the packaging, by the way, all this silver has the plastic on that you can peel off. I just haven't done it yet because I was keeping it fresh. And the colour looks like that. Can we see? And then there is a sponge underneath, like that. But again, the colour on this one, the sort of the textures were just really, really, let's see, there we go. Just sort of smooths out all the imperfections. But oh, now I have to take the plastic off because it's all, there we go. All honest, there we go. Smooths out imperfections, doesn't feel thick or heavy at all. Skin feels like it completely breathes underneath. Nice, I like. And that was, literally feel like I'm consulting $30. Ooh, okay. You may have noticed I have a bit of an obsession for all things highlighter, powder, whatever. If the brands call it strobing, I'll call it strobing, but it's highlighting for me, and I've always done it. My mum always did it, my grandmother always did it, and when oh, let's just get the hair out of the way, I'm sorry, please hold. I'm getting into it now. When I'm shopping, it's the first thing I see. So in a previous video, you would have seen me raving about, where are they? Hang on, because I've just filmed it. Aha. These, the Pow Wow powders from Pop. God almighty, they are gorgeous and beautiful colours and drugstore pricing. Lovely. Again, I'm saying drugstore because they're available in the US. If they were available in Boots, I would call it a chemist. When I went into Jessica Alba, she had two, and I immediately said to the girls I was with, oh, they look like dupes for Hourglass. Now, there's Dawn Reflection and Midnight Reflection. They look like this, which is not going to focus because obviously the lighting is strange, so I'm just going to get them out. Let me just tell you, I got a bit excited with these in the way that I haven't really been excited since, okay, there's New CID, which I'm obsessed with, I've always used that, but that's more like that's where I tend to use it here, like Coral Crush, that's more highlighty stroke bronzer mix. There's the new Pow Wows from down there, from Pop. There's Hourglass, which I love, like love. And then I found these. You can never have too many highlighting powders. So Dawn Reflection, they're called Luminizing powder at Jessica Alba, but when I show you these colours, they look like that. Okay, let's let the plastics fall off, that's fine, because I want you to see them. Now, this one was my first choice, and I thought, let me just stand up again. Do you know what? I'm such a pro. This one was my first choice because I thought, ooh. And then when I put it on, I thought, oh no, it's too gold, but it's not at all. I'll show you. And then this one is the obvious strobing colour. So this one just goes on. And again, impossible to see, but just like fresh, highlighty skin. Highlighty, is that a word? I don't think it is. And then this one just gives like an iridescence. I know it's impossible to see. You can see a bit of a shimmer. All I can tell you is these were my star find in the store. So they are definitely worth trying out. They're called Luminizing powders. There is another colour. I showed great restraint, as you can tell, and just bought 2, not 3. That's those. Okay, nearly finished. What's left? Okay. Oh, the mascara. I loved the thought of the mascara. Okay, Honest Beauty, there we go. Now, this is also pretty because it has a primer at the end, a lash primer. Lovely. And then that is the brush, and the brush looked good as well. So I'm looking forward to trying that. If, by the way, you don't follow me on Instagram, please do, because that is where... Get out and shut the door, hurry up. Shut the door. It's just one step away from Spielberg, isn't it? You'll see that on my Instagram because that's where a lot of my beauty stuff goes, because I try things day to day, put them on the Instagram, and then if I really like them, they end up on the blog, and if I don't, I kind of talk about it in the comments underneath. So if you're not on Instagram, get thee to it. Okay, Honest Beauty True Velvet Eyeliner. I bought Truly Black. Looks like this. Again, just really nicely done. So it has the pencil at the end, and then it has the smudge option at the bottom. And the pencil is super soft. Can we focus? Just comes out nice and easy. There we go. Again, nice. Not going to set the world alight, but I wanted a black one, and I like when they have the sponge applicator at the other end. Lovely. And then obviously I bought a lip gloss, and obviously it's in a pink colour. Playful Kiss. So they look like that. Looks like that. And then looks like that. Do you put some on? Let's put some on. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh God, now I've got to put it on properly. Hang on. Mm-hmm. Nice. Playful. Playful Kiss. First impressions were, clearly I liked it. Can it please come to the UK? Because I know this is great for all my lovely viewers in the US, but in the UK we're kind of like, we want to see it. So bring it over, please. Thank you for watching. What's next? I can't even remember. I'm surrounded by products. The kids are home from school. The light is fading. Like I say, step away from Spielberg. I will be back on YouTube soon. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and well done, Jessica Alba. Massive thumbs up.